Shalom and welcome to another installment of Apostles of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Today's topic is going to be entitled Various Topics. So basically it's going to be an open forum. Today's date is September 26, 2015. And we're just going to go with the spirit, and we're just going to cover a lot of things. Like, for example, this a brother asked me, this is a couple of weeks back, about the Sabbath. You know, how do you keep the Sabbath? How do you practice the Sabbath? So we want to go into that. We want to go into maybe go into vows and what do vows mean. We want to go into fasting. We want to go into prayer. You know, we want to go into these various topics to give you a better understanding. All right. So with that, anybody got something to bring up? Bring it on up. Another thing, the calendar. You know, we want to go into the new moons and why the Sabbath is based upon the new moon and not based upon Friday sundown and Saturday sundown. So, you know, topics on that. Oh no, the topics that I mentioned. So go ahead, Ak.
Yeah, I got a scripture. Now, this is dealing with the Sabbath. This is found in Isaiah 58:13. It says, if thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day. Okay, so doing your pleasure, like cooking, you wouldn't, that's like a pleasurable thing. You wouldn't do that on the Sabbath because that's against the law. We here, beginning with the elders, the apostles, we don't cook on the Sabbath. In other words, we don't strike up a fire on the Sabbath. You know, we'll either go out and get something to eat, or make sandwiches, or maybe cook the day before and then have leftovers in order to honor that day. Okay, so that's an example of doing your, doing thy pleasure. So again, if thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, because it is a holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him. And by not cooking, you wouldn't even shop. You wouldn't go to a store and shop on the Sabbath. Okay, the thing you want to do on the Sabbath is pretty much study, research, do videos. Like, you can get together with the other brothers and do a video on the Sabbath. You know, get together and conversate with brothers, spiritual conversation. That would be acceptable on the Sabbath. Okay, so that's part of your answer there, brother. The holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words. Then shalt thou delight, this is the 14th verse, then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth. I mean, that's self-explanatory. And feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father. And that's part of our heritage. Because when you go back to the law, there's a law dealing with the Sabbath. Okay, that you're not supposed to cook, you're not supposed to. There was a man that was stoned for just picking up sticks on the Sabbath. All right, so the Sabbath is a very what's the word, important part of our heritage. All right.
Yeah, that also means excuse me, not having barbecues on the Sabbath too, man. Like barbecue parties with heathens, man. Like these guys did. ISUPK with the Black Conscious Community. Now, you know, we know about the new moon Sabbath, but like the scriptures also talk about you can't judge no man in Sabbaths or feast days, I mean on new moons or the feast days, right? Which means, like, if these guys, they don't know about the new moon Sabbath, even though we telling them, they all still believe, and these other Israelite groups, they still go by the Friday night to Saturday night Sabbath. So in their minds, that's the Sabbath. So you know what? The Most High acknowledges that. The Most High honors that. If you got a brother that's really ignorant to the fact of the new moon Sabbath, and he's still in his heart and his spirit, he says, no, man, I think that this is the Sabbath. Spirit is telling me this. I'm going to stick with this. But if the guy is doing it in sincerity, guess what? The Most High honors that then. So that's the Sabbath, because for years, It wasn't up until
It's still going off.
they're still going off.
It's still going off. But
No gun.
like I said, if you guys see what you want to see, just don't do it in GMS.
Yeah, gun.
Do it with Nate. You know.
Gun.
You know, if you guys have a problem with what the apostles are teaching y'all, man, and just go on your own, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gun.
You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, man. You ain't gonna make me lose no sleep. You know. On a personal level, I want some of you niggas to leave, man, and I'm gonna kick some of you motherfuckers out. All right? On the Friday, the Sabbath, I believe the Sabbath, Friday, sundown, and Saturday, sundown. Well, get with Nate, man, or join your own thing, man. You know, like the guys that taught the GMS Gold Coast, talking about the feast, the Day of Atonement is a feast. As soon as I heard it, they were out of there, man.
Yeah.
They were out of there. Then the nigga came up and tried to make the apology video. I said, look, man, we're not here to play games with you, man. Okay? You read the story of Saul? Saul really messed up one damn time. And the Most High took the kingdom from him and gave it to his neighbor David, man. And there was nothing he can do to get it back. This ain't no goddamn game, all right? And you have guys that buck up against us talking about this doesn't mean that, and you know the elders are stuck in their ways. Hey, well, we said, look, you can get the hell out of here. But from what I hear, they want to get back. You can't get back. The door's fucking closed on your ass, man. Do your own thing. Okay, we ain't miss you niggas. You niggas that fell off or got kicked out and you ain't right, we don't miss you niggas, okay?
Yeah, because this ain't no social club, man. We've been saying that for years. This ain't like the honeymooners and shit, where Ralph Crandon and Ed Norton, they had the lodge, the Brotherhood of the Water Buffalo Lodge and shit, and they had the hats and they even had their own salute, the crazy salute, like and then when they get together, they play pool and drink beer and smoke cigars. Then they come home to their wife. No, man, this ain't the lodge of the Brotherhood of the Water Buffaloes, man. This is real shit. This is reality. This is the truth. This ain't a club where you okay on Saturday. Well, the Apostle Tahar and the other brothers been saying for the longest. A lot of you guys are niggas all during the week. Then on Saturday, today, you become Israelites. And a lot of you, like, oh, it's the Sabbath. Like I said, like going back to the point I wanted to make, General Yohana and them guys, they say Friday night, Saturday is the Sabbath, right? So if they say that's the Sabbath day, then why are they having barbecues and cookouts on the Sabbath, man? That's the point that I really want to make. So they're demons and they're hypocrites, man. Because now we read, Apostle Gabar just read that scripture on the Sabbath. So if they claim to be men of the Lord and Israelites teaching the truth, why is y'all having a cookout on the Sabbath, man? Having a cookout. Go ahead and come to the cookout, man. And not only are you having a cookout, you're having a cookout with heathens. And when we say heathens, we're talking about they're actually Israelites by blood, by seed, but they're spiritually, they're heathens, man. The scriptures talk about that too. They're heathens. Polite is a heathen. Sarnetta, Shaka, all them guys, they're Hamites. Those are Hamites, man.
Yeah, they're not Israelites.
They're not Israelites. Well, you know what? They claiming to be Hamites, so they're Hamites.
They lost their Israelite privileges,
Yeah.
And they can't make it.
Yeah.
They can't. They're not of the elect. They can never be of the elect. Yeah. The elect. They're done. The door is shut on their ass. The only thing left for them guys is to be destroyed. All right? And the sooner, the better. And are they going to actually make it to the kingdom? Yeah, when they come back as big head babies, they'll make it back again. Yeah. But they'll have like Han said. He said, just like a baby is born, he knows nothing, only life. Yep. And that's what them guys are gonna know. They ain't gonna pop. They ain't gonna come out the womb talking about Hotep. All right. When they come out the womb, they're gonna be newborn babies crying, wanting to get suck on their mother's breast, and growing, man. And they're gonna grow to be an Israelite. They ain't growing. They ain't gonna be no fucking debate. There ain't gonna be no Amin Ra squad, no Shaka Moth.